In this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily make a GUID in SQL Server. If you don't know what a GUID is, then later in the video I will explain that. Also stay tuned because there is one very common mistake that developers make using this technique. So to make a GUID in SQL Server is incredibly easy. You just use the new ID function. So select new ID, brackets, and that will give us a new GUID. And as you see, I press F5 to refresh. Every time we run this query, we get a new GUID. Just in case you don't know what a GUID is, here's something I found on Stack Overflow. So GUID technically stands for a globally unique identifier. This means it's a very long string that's going to be unique every time you make one. The chances of making the same GUID are astronomically small. GUIDs are very useful in all branches of software development. For example, if you want to generate a random session ID for a user, or you want to store something in a database, as it says here, if you don't want two objects to have the same ID. So SQL Server natively supports GUIDs now, which is very, very useful. A GUID looks like this. They are hexadecimal strings and they are 36 characters long if you include the dashes. So you can store them as strings. It is also possible to natively store them in SQL Server. Let's see how you can do that. If you want to store a GUID in SQL Server, you can use the unique identifier data type. Let's declare a variable using one of these. So after declaring the unique identifier, you can assign a value to it. Okay, we now need to select the variable just to see what the value is. Okay, here we go. It's very useful to put a GUID into a variable. One thing to remember is every time you call this, you get a new GUID. So if you want all records to have the same GUID, it's essential to put it into a variable first. If you call this function while you're doing a procedure, for example a table update, then you will get a new GUID every time you call this. Whereas this one has the same value. As you can see, we've selected it twice, but it does have the same value. So that's the most important thing to remember really when using GUIDs in SQL Server. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.